Paul Burell slammed Sussexes for not using Diana's inheritance on public service but using it on Meg's clothes. Harry and Meghan are being urged to reconsider the price of the luxury they are living in. Harry and Meghan have just been called on to pay a bigger price for the life of luxury that they are currently living. These accusations and claims have been shared by Princess Diana's former butler, Paul Burell. He weighed in on everything for Slingo and started off by saying, "The problem is with them now. They've got to reinvent themselves somehow. But with what and how? The biggest problem I have is in fact they've taken so much from so many and they've given nothing back." But that doesn't ring true with Princess Diana's philosophy in life because she always said the price you pay for this wonderful lifestyle is public service and you have to give something back. Where is Harry and Meghan's public service? They both have a great platform and they could use it all for this. Maybe they will. I hope they will. Forever looking out. Following Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's January 2021 announcement that they were stepping back from their royal duties officially, the Princess family cut the pair off financially. Luckily, the late Princess Diana left a large sum of her assets to her youngest son, according to a 2014 report by Forbes. When Harry turned 30 in 2014, he reportedly received more than £10 million from his mother's estate, which translates to roughly 13.8 million USD, save for interest and taxes. When did it all change? Every revelation from Meghan and Harry's interview. Quote, "I had to afford security for us," the prince shared during a CBS tell-all interview with Markle, explaining the reasoning behind the couple's partnerships with Spotify and Netflix. "I was cut off in the first quarter of 2020, but I've got what my mom left me, and without that, we would not have been able to do this." Besides Harry, Diana's will listed several others with whom she wanted to share her wealth. While Harry and his brother, Prince William, were the chief heirs of her estate, Diana's beloved butler, Paul Burell, as well as her 17 godchildren, were also beneficiaries, according to a 2020 report by Worthy. Diana's mother, Frances Ruth Shand Kidd, and her sister, Lady Sarah McCorquodale, were named the estate's executors and trustees, per Diana's last will and testament. The gross value of her estate was £21 million, or around $30 million. Though documentation stated the money was to be distributed when her sons turned 25, William and Harry's monetary distributions were held until they turned 30. Still, the brothers were able to start receiving interest on their trust funds earlier. Born into an aristocratic family, Diana was a member of the British royal family for 15 years. Prior to marrying Prince Charles in 1981, the UK native worked part-time as an assistant in London nursery schools. In August 1997, the beloved princess died in a car crash. Her boyfriend, Dodi Fayed, and their driver, Henry Paul, also died in the accident. At the time, the three were being pursued by the paparazzi. Every time Meghan and Harry mentioned Princess Diana during their CBS tell-all, Harry talked about his mother and how she would have felt seeing his family mistreated by the UK and the royal establishment. "I think she would feel very angry with how this has panned out and very sad. But ultimately, all she ever wanted for us is to be happy. I think she saw it coming, and I certainly felt her presence throughout this whole process."